Hey guys, welcome to this week's Survivor Chat.
It is episode 5 of Millennials versus the Gen Xers.
Woo, woo. Shh.
Alright, so at the Gen X tribe, they come back after tribal, and David's all like, should I really use that idol on Jessica?
Pulled a really big move and saved her butt so that Lucy would be blindsided. It was a big deal.
It was, but now he's thinking, should I have saved that for myself?
Well, you'd think Jessica would be like, oh my god, thank you so much. But no, she's freaking going over to Ken, who voted her out.
Yeah.
And she was like, guess what? I have this advantage here that I get to use if I'm here on day 36.
And
I'll give it to you if I'm
did she say she was going to give it to him?
I thought she
or
said
did she say...
if she was eliminated, she was going to give it to him.
Okay. I thought she said that she would keep it, you know, in the family there, in the Gen X family.
Right, but like she was like, I will give it to you.
Okay.
I thought that was what she said.
That sucks. If I, as David, had known that, I would have been so...
Bye, Jessica. No, I'm just
Bye,
kidding.
Felicia.
But seriously, wow. Anyway, everyone is looking for the idol now because there's a new idol in play.
And they all need it for protection because God knows what's going to happen next.
Isn't that super awkward, though, when, like, everyone's looking for the idol?
David and Sunday and Cece were on an idol hunting party, and David noticed a symbol.
Yeah, he had a little bit of an advantage having already found the first one because he knew to look for the tribe symbol. Sunday was right by it. She didn't even notice it, but...
He came back later.
Yeah.
And
when it was
sure
safe.
enough, it was on a hollowed out log.
Yeah.
And he cracked open that log, and sure enough, the idol was in there.
Yay, David!
I was so happy that he got that because he is so vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, they show up, and they think it's time for a challenge. But it's not.
Drop your buffs, kids!
Good thing nobody was wearing their buff as a top that day.
Right? They probably told them when they came in, like, hey, you cannot wear that as a top. You have to wear that, like, on an extremity.
Accessory.
Yeah. All right. So they are not switching up 2 tribes. They are switching from 2 to 3.
Oh, damn! So 2 of the tribes are going to have 5 people, and 1 is going to have an extra person because those lucky 6 people are starting from scratch.
Oh, shit.
They're going to a new beach. They got to make fire. They got to make
They don't have any food.
a shelter.
They don't have any accoutrements.
That
no hammock. No
sucks.
comfort. No fishing gear.
So let's talk about who's on that new tribe.
Well, that would be Michaela.
She was pissed.
Super pissed.
Pissed.
Hannah. She's just happy to be there. Sunday, Will, Jay, Brett.
So this is very much a millennial tribe. There's only 2 people from Gen X there.
Yeah.
So they're outnumbered for sure.
By a lot. 4 to 2. All right. So the purple tribe, that is Jessica and Taylor and Figgy. What? Those 2 together?
Showmance is still going.
Adam and Ken. I like the Jessica Ken thing.
Yeah. Well, they got like something going now, so they really lucked out.
When you look at Taylor, do you see like a young Ken?
Sort of.
Right?
Sort of.
So that leaves the orange team as Chris, Cece, Zeke, Michelle, and David.
Yeah, so on this tribe, the millennials are outnumbered.
Yeah.
3 to 2.
All right, well, at the green beach, Jay is frustrated with Brett.
Yeah, because he's like, these Gen
And Sunday.
Xers are supposed to be like, work hard.
And I gotta tell him
manual
what
labor.
to do.
Yeah, Jay is really running the show over there. He's doing work, putting that shelter together. And then none of the guys can make the fire.
Freaking Michaela is a tribal beast.
Michaela's amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
She got the fire going. She started crying. She broke down.
She's providing for her tribe.
Orange Beach. David doesn't dream much.
What was that conversation?
I don't know. But then Michelle and Zeke, they're in the minority there, and
They're nervous that they're just going to get picked off.
evil snake Chris is like, hey, we're both Sooners, Zeke.
They're both from Oklahoma.
Yeah, we're both from Oklahoma.
Apparently, Zeke is a big college football fan.
knew?
And Chris was like, well, I was on the championship team.
Oh my God, let's work together.
Zeke, don't be like that!
He's only trouble. Stay
He's
away.
like drooling over Chris.
All right. Well, at the Purple Beach, Taylor and Figgy are trying to keep it on the down low.
Well, Taylor does not care, and Figgy's like, don't touch me.
Pretend we're not doing it.
All right, I'm not a big fan of them, but how funny was it when he was like...
Adam's disgusted by them, and rightly so.
Yeah, I could totally see Adam flipping and working with the Gen Xers.
Yeah,
to get rid of
definitely.
them.
But Adam is in a great spot. Ken likes him, so he's in with the Gen Xers. And Taylor and Figgy, they're all millennials.
They're tribe mates, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's really in the middle of two
He's a real swing
couples.
vote there.
So they're both going to want him.
Absolutely. So now it's time for the real challenge, the immunity
Woo!
challenge. It's good old water basketball.
Yeah, so they start things off. You got to dive in one person at a time, collect 5 buoys.
Get it to the next platform. And when you get to the next platform with
You have a
all 5
choice.
buoys, yeah, you can either pull in the basketball net or try and shoot
From
with
where
it
it is.
far. So Will sits out because there's one more person on that tribe than the others.
I like how in recent seasons they've been giving them a lot more choices like this because I think it makes things more interesting.
I think so too.
And you can decide like, am I really good at this? Or am I
Right.
going to put a little extra time in doing something else to make it easier in the long
It just
run?
takes those challenges to a whole nother level.
I'm liking it.
All right, well, Sunday could not get the buoy. So she swam without the buoy.
She wasted time and then somebody else had to go back and make up for it.
Right. I believe that ended up being Ken, right?
I can't
Ken
remember.
went back and, or was it?
They're not on the same tribe.
Then it was Jay.
Chris.
Chris. right.
No!
right.
They're not on the same tribe. I don't freaking remember. Who knows? Things are all mixed up
think
right
it was
now.
Jay.
Okay.
Cece took forever.
She was using her buoy as a little floaty. A lot of people were like throwing it and then swimming to catch up to it, but she was like,
Don't you remember the last time they had it in the water? Oh no, it was the balance beam challenge.
yeah.
She wanted to do it by herself.
She's a little bit of a turtle.
It's great that, she wants to be like, responsible and everything, but that was ridiculous.
Well, this is a little different. Like, she's just not a good swimmer.
No. David's ball rolled off.
Oh.
He was having trouble.
He was taking forever in the first place, and then he gets to the platform.
His ball rolls off. He's got to jump back in the water, and he can barely make it back up again to get,
Oh,
to get the ball
David.
back in the little holding basket.
That was so sad.
All right, so Ken's team pulled it in. Michaela's team pulled it in.
So they had an advantage because their
Yeah.
basket was closer.
Chris's team did not pull it in right away. They were way behind, and they
were.
tried to make up some time by just shooting from there, but he sucked at that.
Michaela was amazing for her tribe.
She was making basket after basket after basket.
She was really an all-star in this
She was
episode.
a beast. Green won immunity first.
Mm-hmm.
That was Michaela's team. Then it was really down to a shootout between Ken and Chris, who had finally got the
He's like,
platform
maybe we
closer.
should like pull this in closer. You think?
It took time though, because the people who were in the water had to get back on the platform,
platform.
then pull it in, and then get back in the water to retrieve the rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ken ended up beating out Chris.
yeah,
So purple won immunity, and
somebody from Orange is
Orange
going
is
home.
in trouble.
All right,
So back at Orange Camp.
everyone sucked. They were all commiserating.
Well,
about-
they're blaming it on Cece and David, but I mean,
Yeah.
it was a team effort of suckage.
It was a team failure. The Gen X tribe, former Gen X, the 3, want to get rid of Michelle.
Well, that's what they're saying to each
Well, that's
other.
what Chris was saying to everybody. And of course, everybody was like, oh, yes, 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 yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, but
As long as it's
then
not me.
Chris is like, I want to get rid of Cece. Yeah, so he's telling David, let's do this. David's like, okay. He's telling those millennials, Merry Christmas, like, you're going to be safe. But Michelle still doesn't trust them.
No. So she went to Cece later on and was kind of feeling her out. I guess she was satisfied with the answers that she was getting.
I don't know. You know Michelle likes to try and work her magic at Tribal.
Yeah.
Remember, Hannah?
Yeah. Well, David's not so sure what he's going to do because...
He's got that idol.
Does he want to use it to save Cece and get rid of Michelle? I kind of wish he was targeting Chris, but I guess it's too soon to get rid of such a big beast.
Too soon for the sooner.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, it's time for tribal.
Yeah,
Obviously, the millennials are on the bottom of this stack,
yeah.
numbers wise.
Gen X is strong. They have 3. Did anyone think of pulling someone in? The Probsting goes. After all, Zeke and Chris, you're both homies from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Who would have thought a big guy like me would want to hook up with a guy
York
from
kid.
New York? Yeah.
They're Oklahomies, okay?
All right. David swears that after he screwed Chris over twice, that this time he could finally trust him.
We'll see.
Well, Michelle wants David out.
No. No.
I'm sure that was just for show, because after the vote, it went according to plan and Cece was voted out.
Yeah.
So
She was not expecting that. She was definitely surprised.
No, it was a total blindside.
Mm-hmm.
Next time, Figgy and Taylor, they can't keep their paws off each other. They're going to be on the Daily Mail.
Please. They were not going to hide that for very long. Let's be real.
And apparently someone, a.k.a. Hannah, needs a medic, and I think is being portrayed as a little bit overly dramatic.
I don't know.
You're not going to let me die, are you?
What happened to her?
I don't know.
We'll find out. But let us know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments. Do you think they made the right decision getting rid of Cece? I don't know.
Till next time.
Much love.
Edit.